What's good, YouTube crew? Happy New Year. We just finished the atrocious year of 2025. Now we're in 2026. Hopefully, much better year for everybody. Unless you're a PC builder, rest in peace. It's only gonna get worse for you. But today, I wanted to come in and talk about my 2026 CS2 wish list. Now, Valve, I see what you are doing for Dota and Deadlock, your MOBAs. You love your MOBAs. But please, for a unemployed fella like me, and for all CS2 content creators, we need updates, man. Please, crash the economy all you want with your knife update. But how about some gameplay? Anybody else? Just me? I hope it's not just me. Now, what I want to get into are things that I want to see in CS2 this year that I think would be very beneficial to the game and would move it in the right direction. Now, number one, I think is going to be obvious. I think we're going to see it in January. It's going to be the very first thing that they get done and could possibly be the first thing in a long time that really makes the player base very happy, and that's Cache. Now, I think Cache is a very classic map. It's a very good map for the map pool, especially when it was in the map pool for Global Offensive. It was probably one of my go-to maps other than Dust 2, because I'm very basic. I like my sand maps, my Mirage, my Dust 2, and then everything else is kind of extra. But man, Cache, ooh, please get it in there quick. And along with it, I think we need a map pool change. I think there is a very, I don't know how to say it. We're in a very stale map pool right now, where I think a couple days ago, because I am recording this on the 31st, so probably going to be posted in the new year. But I think not too long ago, Faceit came out with some stats about their map picks, and 30% of their picks were on Mirage. That is where a majority of Faceit games were played this year. Mirage alone. Overpass and Nuke had very low pick rates at 3% each or something. Train had 7%. I'm surprised Train had more than them, but the map pool is very stale, and I think it'd be healthy to change a lot of the maps around. So for Cache, I would say Inferno, Mirage, or Ancient. The reason I say Mirage or Ancient is because they're basically the same map. So I feel like one of those two maps should either sit out a season or get swapped in for Cache. But moving on, the next thing on my wish list, number 2, I want, and this is just a personal thing, I want a firing range. Give me a practice range, something that I could do in queue, so I'm not just sitting and looking at skins. Please. I need to do something. I gotta move around. I would rather not waste the 2 to 3 minutes just sitting in game and staring at my screen, and I would like to do something. Let me be productive. Let me practice something. I know, the who shall not be named game, Valorant, we don't speak about these garbage hero shooters, alright? But hey, they got the right idea, along with a lot of games like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. Even, I'm pretty sure Siege has a firing range that you could do in queue now. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't take my word. But I feel like CS2 would benefit a lot from having a firing range. There's just something for people to go into and practice on. I know that's not an issue for people who play Faceit, but I feel like for those who play Premier, it's kind of boring. Yeah, I think a firing range while in queue would be very good, a quality of life change that's pretty nice. Next up, I want to see a operation or something that is added to the game that makes people want to play it. And what I mean by this is, I understand they added the weekly missions, but something like an operation and then more missions included in it, whether it's for items, whether it's for XP, something like that. I think there needs to be something in CS2 this year that pushes people to want to play the game more, not for elo on Premier or Faceit elo or money farming. I must say I am a perpetrator in this, that the main reason for me to hop on CS now that I'm playing other games and not only streaming CS at twitch.tv/FitlyFelipe, please give me a follow. But one of the things that I just log into weekly for is to get my XP to get a drop case. And even then, those have been nerfed to the ground now with the new thing of the rare drop pool being completely extinct, or not extinct, but like completely taken out. So now you could just get some maybe rare weapon collection skins, I think, and then the regular drop pool, which is like the new terminal that came out that's already kind of buns, and the regular cases I think they still have. I'm not sure, not 100% sure on that, but I think there needs to be more incentive to play the game, whether it's more game modes just to play for fun, or more incentive to get goals done that isn't the weekly mission, which I know it has been updated. So it's more split up. Like some of the missions are boring as all hell, bro. Like who wants to go on deathmatch and get CZ kills? Like it's not fun doing that. I feel like there needs to be some type of like daily, maybe incorporate something with the armory. Like I know it'd be stupid to have missions locked behind the armory, but I guess that's like the same thing with the operations, where you need to buy like a pass to get these missions. But in the armory, just to get extra stars, have like a daily, maybe even something for free where you just get a single star for doing something, like, I don't know, getting a certain amount of kills on a map. There needs to be more incentive for people to play outside of just grinding rank. I think that's one of the main issues and why a lot of people have huge problems with CS, is because if they're grinding for rank, people are going to be a lot more critical of some very glaring issues that the game has, such as cheaters. Like nobody wants to lose to cheaters, lose their elo. It gets them off the game. It stops people from playing. I know it has cut down the player base quite a bit, other than those who have been farming for cases, whether it's through bots or whatever, that has kept up the Steam charts number. But like I said, I think there needs to be more incentive for people to actually want to play the game outside of ranked. Number 4 on my wish list next is a brand new map. So I know it's probably not going to be something that happens anytime soon, but I feel like the map pool, I think it needs something completely brand new. I know a lot of people want Cobblestone back, but I think the incentive for Cobblestone to come back is really just for the Dragon Lore. And even then, the Dragon Lore is not coming back. I do not see it coming back. I do not see them populating the supply for the Dragon Lore with a whatever the collection was, whatever year it came out. If they bring back Cobblestone, that is going to be a brand new collection, and people are going to be pissed that the Dragon Lore is gone. It's not going to be there. But boohoo, you want these maps added for actual gameplay. I think they need a brand new map in the map pool. I think they need something that CS hasn't had. I think CS deserves a change outside of the old maps, and it needs to move forward in a sense. So a brand new map would be nice. Though I wouldn't be against something like a classic Cobblestone or like a revamped version of it, but I think something brand new would add to the identity of CS2, and I think it'd be great for the game overall, especially if they did it right. So I'd love to see a brand new map. And then obviously the last thing on my wish list are some upgrades to the anti-cheat. Now, I know this is a very controversial topic, especially around CS. I don't want to say, or I don't want to sound like a Valve glazer, but I kind of understand the battle that they have right now with cheating and how bad it is. I am part of the Tarkov player base as well, Escape from Tarkov. So that game has some very bad cheating. It has a very bad cheating problem in its PvP game mode. PvE, you don't have to worry about that since it's all just bots. But I do understand in this day and age, cheating has gotten only more rampant, and the people who make these cheats are a lot smarter. So even games like Valorant that have kernel anti-cheats still have rampant cheating. And I know maybe it's not to the extent that something like CS2 or Escape from Tarkov experiences, but I think there needs to be some type of anti-cheat upgrades to help bring back the player base. Because even in something like Premiere, once you hit around like 20k rating, it seems like every other day you see a clip of someone getting into a game with a cheater where it's very blatant. It's not hard to detect, and these people aren't being removed quick enough. Something very blatant, I feel like, should be getting cut out, especially like walls, aim hacking, stuff like that. So something like bringing back Overwatch so players could help with cheating, and hopefully it helps build up the amount of people that get banned in whatever the VACnet waves are now. And I know Valve has been experimenting with an AI anti-cheat, which all power to them. If it helps make things a lot faster and detect people, it's very slow right now. It doesn't seem like it's doing a great job. The Valve is never going to outright tell you that there's an update to their anti-cheat or what they've done, but I feel like there needs to be some significant upgrades this year in order to bring players back and the trust. Once the player base loses trust in the game, there's going to be a tough hill for Valve to bring these people back because they lost their trust in how the game's anti-cheat runs and whether someone is going to feel safe, I guess you could say, enough to want to play a ranked game mode or just any game mode in general and not have to be in fear of losing elo to someone who is blatantly cheating in game and that person not being punished in a swift manner. It'd be nice to get the trust of the players back by having some significant upgrades in order to help fight cheating, whether that's bringing back Overwatch from CSGO or something. I would love for Valve to do a lot more to help the CS player base. And I know they probably have, and I know it's very hard now since cheating has just gotten to a level that we haven't seen. I think this past week, Rainbow Six Siege has had a huge breach in their system where a certain amount of cheaters have gone into the servers and started giving people billions, I think, billions, if not trillions of in-game currency. Cheating right now is pretty crazy. Like, this is kind of off topic, off of CS2. This is just in general. And I feel like there has to be a little bit of leeway given to developers who are making these anti-cheats because cheating is only getting better and better for the people who make these hacks. And it's a constant battle, a back and forth tug of war on who's winning, whether it's the anti-cheat or the cheaters. So I get, like, I would like to give the devs some leeway, but it gets to a point where it's so bad and it's so obvious that it feels like there should be something instantly done to some of these guys, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. This has been my 2026 CS2 wish list. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you would like to see in CS2 this upcoming year. And I hope we all have a fantastic year. Everyone gets their New Year's resolutions completed throughout the year and that we all live strong and happy lives. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.